Good to see everybody. You know, I'm taking it more seriously than ever here as I give these videos from week to week to say, if the Lord wills, I'll send you another video. And so today, if you recall from last week, I want to just dive in for the next 5 weeks to James 4:13 through 17. And I'll just take it part by part. And um, here's what verses 13 and 14a say. Come now, you who say, today or tomorrow we will go into such and such a town and spend a year there and trade and make a profit. Yet you do not know what tomorrow will bring. So, interestingly, we don't know what tomorrow will bring. Just we don't. And I think that's the big point I wanted to share with myself first and foremost, and then you today, is we may think we know what tomorrow brings. We may have made plans for tomorrow and many tomorrows. And the Bible does talk about planning wisely and being prepared for the future, and also, in the case of like your family and your estate, having something to pass forward with your family. So these are all not only good things, but even biblical things. But I think, and Scripture never violates itself, I think what Scripture's reminding us of, even in the face of all those things, is to hold everything loosely and with an acknowledgement that we really, in the end, do not know what tomorrow will bring. And that of course, will work in us humility. It reminds me a little bit of the correlating or a cross-reference passage in Matthew chapter 6, verse 34. It says, therefore do not be anxious about tomorrow, for tomorrow will be anxious for itself. Sufficient for the day is its own trouble. And so, in an orderly and intentional fashion, we think about tomorrow. We plan for tomorrow. We do things today that have impact on tomorrow. But we also need to always say, I don't know what tomorrow brings. I'm not in control, ultimately, of what tomorrow brings. And really, we're called in some sense then to live one day at a time in this day and not worry and be anxious about tomorrow, because tomorrow's going to be tomorrow, and tomorrow will have its own set of issues and trouble sufficient for that day, and then the next, and then the next. So take heart this week as you think about your days that go into this week. Remember, we don't know what tomorrow brings. And so all the more reason that we would live every single day full out for God's purposes and for His glory. So what will you do today to live in that way? I want to encourage you to seek the Lord in that, and then ask Him to strengthen you to, in fact, do it. So, if the Lord wills, I will join you again next week by video, and we'll take apart that next phrase in this marvelous passage. Until then, God bless you. Love you all. Take care.